So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Lonzo Ball, and Lonzo Ball is arguably the best player that came in the recent draft, and for a couple of reasons. One, he's already coming in with a chip on his shoulder for what he's done for UCLA. No, they didn't win, the championship, but this guy did some like record breaking stuff, and he has to be proud of that. He's basically turned a dying UCLA Bruins team into one of the best teams in best college teams, especially one of the best entertainment teams, one of the best offensive teams. He made everybody on his team better, and that's what basically all these people are praising him for, is especially his dad, who said that he's better than Stephen Curry, almost basically for that same reason. I mean, yes, Stephen Curry can shoot from deep and everything, but basically LeVar was saying that Lonzo Ball could do just the same, and also he might not be the better shooter, but he could do just as good. But the difference is he's gonna make his teammates better. I don't know how you're really gonna make Kevin Durant better. I don't know how you're gonna make Klay Thompson better, but from what Lonzo's doing, he might have the tools to do so. He's basically everybody's been talking about his vision. You don't really see pass first guards coming in anymore, or basically pass first players at all that come in. You basically see all these score first guards, especially. We seen Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose is coming in the league. We even have this new Kyrie Irving's coming in this league. Markelle Fultz is coming into the league. Dennis Smith Jr. is coming in the league. They're all scoring first. You hardly ever see this pass first, and that's why I think Lonzo Ball is going to have a good career. Matter of fact, maybe even a great career if he's going to remain healthy and make the right decisions. I hope he has a long lasting career, and I really like Lonzo Ball. I think he's one of the stepping stones into this new Lakers, that we're gonna see over the years, and I hope he can do one. He could be the right step into one, making this a destination for free agency, so we can become back to a playoff team eventually in a couple years. Maybe when Golden State is dying down, we can become back to being contenders. But this is what today's episode is all about. We're gonna go in and we're gonna first we're gonna go put him on Golden State, and we're gonna see how well he can still play at the level with other scorers on the team. We're gonna give him some starting minutes. We're gonna do a straight up trade for Stephen Curry. I don't really know about all his attributes or his tendencies. Hopefully that's accurate. We're just gonna go with Professor 2K. He's always keeping us updated. So we're gonna take off injuries as well. We don't want like those factors coming in, and we're just gonna put the trade logic on, so we can, or not trade logic, but the trade override on, so we can get Lonzo for Steph with the everything. We're not gonna really do that. Where's injuries? Our injuries are off. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. We'll go in as Golden State, and we're just gonna see. We're gonna make some comparisons. We'll see. We'll also watch out for Stephen Curry's stats. He's probably gonna put up 30 plus points a game just because he's on the Lakers. He's probably gonna have a high shot tendency and everything. So we're gonna see how this plays. We'll see how well, even with the superstars they have, how well Golden State still remains high in the Western Conference without Stephen Curry. So first of all, let's make this trade and get the big ball. We'll call him the big ball since he's the oldest ball brother. What am I doing? Propose trade. Bye Steph. We don't want that contract. We're gonna take this guy by the name of Lonzo Ball. That trade offer has been declined. How? Why would they decline that? Alright, so we got Lonzo Ball on our team. We're gonna take a quick look, and we're gonna adjust the rotations for him. No worry, you're gonna come here and start. That's why we traded our best, or one of our best, second best player on our team, for you to come put some work in. And we're gonna pause frequently throughout the season to see how our boy Lonzo's doing. We're gonna see if Lavar Ball was making some sense when he was talking about this guy. His son is better than Stephen Curry. He at one point said he's better than Michael Jordan. So we're gonna see. We're gonna put this to the test. We're gonna give him. We'll put him in a good rotation, starting minutes, 35 minutes a game. We'll get the rest of them here, KFC. That's fine. All right. So first, we're gonna send the first month. See how things go. hopefully our man Lonzo's hopefully all right. So we'll also look at this how many shots how many shots he takes, how efficient is he, um, how else does he affect the game. We'll see how well his teammates are performing, and we'll just kind of go and look at how the stats are going. We're not going to take any trades or anything to put stress on the experiment. So first of all, the first month's gone, or first month is done, and we're 14-3. We're on a 5-game winning streak. We got some fans and interest. We're first in conference. So, Lonzo's already went up an overall because of his morale. He's happy. He likes what he's seeing. Let's go look at some of these stats. So, as a fresh out of college, the one and done guard, Lonzo Ball's coming up, averaging about 18. We'll round it up, 19 points. He's getting about good. Oh my God, 8.5 rebounds. Is he leading the league, or is he leading the team in rebounds? Yes, Lonzo Ball at that point guard position, leading in rebounds over Zaza Pachulia. He's leading them in assists. So he's taking over Draymond's role as the main facilitator, main defender. He's even averaging. Is he? Yes, Lonzo Ball basically took over Draymond's role as a category leader, and that's pretty impressive. So that kind of just tells you what his play style, not only his play style, but his overall skill set is, overall all around skill set is. Sorry about that, but it just gives you a little hint, and hopefully in 2K18 we can do something similar and see how his realistic stats play that big a role into how well his stats are. And the thing about Lonzo, you don't really see him as a stat chaser. I think he's one of the few guards. You see a lot of this with like Rondo's talks about Chris Paul's, about how they just pass because they're kind of like a ball head. They want that assist. For some reason, they feel like they're the one that has to make the play. And I feel like Lonzo Ball is not the same way. If you watch him play, a lot of times he just moves the ball. He understands that he can get his team going by moving the ball. Everybody gets that feel. And it's not something the coach draws up. He does this. He's very unselfish. He likes to he doesn't care about how many points he puts up. I mean, he's going to take his shots because, he's a pretty good shooter. He can use his size and athleticism to take, blow past or body some of these smaller point guards. And I think that's a mature just a mature mentality. And I hope that, because the way I think about it, the way that kind of makes him unique is there's two kinds of people that we'll just send this as I talk. There's two kind of players that make, their teammates better. We'll go to the All-Star break. All right, so there's two kinds of people that make their teammates better. One is the scorer, and this is where I think Lavar Ball was trying to make the difference between Stephen Curry and Lonzo. Stephen Curry is one of the greatest shooters, arguably the best shooter of all time. So, with that being said, he also has Klay Thompson, who's a great shooter, but I guess both of them, in some way, make their teammates better. And that's because they're always a constant threat. If they come off a screen and roll, come off a down screen, there's multiple efforts to help to contest those shots. There's multiple people that are gonna help off of their man to help contest Stephen Curry and then try to contain him. Same with Kevin Durant. And I think that's they don't need that playmaker because everyone almost has an ability. And in a team like the Golden State, their offensive coach, their defensive for the opposition team coach is saying anything but these guys. They're going to get the rock. They're going to put points up on the board, obviously. But you know what? We want the Draymond Greens and the Zaza Pachulias to do that. We want them to beat us. Even though that, that's their game plan. The thing about it, that's the scoring part of making your team better. The second kind of player that makes their team better are the LeBron Jameses of the league. Let me think of another good example. Similar to Magic Johnson, who he was compared to. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have declined this. And all these people, the John Stockton. I never really got to play with John Stockton, but a lot of people have talked about how his ability, his vision, and his unselfishness, especially, just made him a great overall leader. They loved playing with him. Steve Nash is another one of those people. John Wall is another one of those people. John Wall has a serious effect on making his teammates better. He's, a lot of people have praised him for that, that's why I could see John Wall having a great career. That's why John Wall has improved every year. His hard work and dedication, but no matter what, he's just a great player that you always played a pickup game for, and you know who you want on your team, and you know those people, they might not even always be the best, but they're gonna have that great IQ, and they know they're not gonna jack up shots. It's just one of those type players that make you better. They give you some confidence, and that's what Lonzo Ball brings to the team. Not that Golden State needs any more confidence, but it's the fact that Lonzo Ball can be put in almost any system and excel, because he doesn't have to worry about taking those shots. Of course, he's gonna take shots, as I said, but I mean, with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, all these people on your team, he's gonna excel, and that's what LaVar Ball was talking about with the people around him. No matter who they are, he's gonna make them better. So we're gonna see. We dropped. Looking back at the simulation, we dropped one in the conference. That's fine. Let's kind of look at it. Oh, we're not at the All-Star break, so we're going to keep going. Oh my god. So we can keep saying that there's fan interest and the chemistry is going. I wonder how many not even. I just wonder how good he's shooting. I think that's a big part of confidence. Just even if you're not a pure scorer, I think if your shot's falling, whether or not your shot's falling, not yes. Even if you say like, oh, you have a shooter's mentality, you're gonna keep shooting, of course. But I think that still does play a part in how well your just overall performance is. And we see that. I think I talked about it earlier with how rookies come in with that scoring mindset. The Jason Tatum's, the Markelle Fultz, they're gonna. And I think during that first couple weeks, I feel like that's a really big part in their beginning of their careers, just because that they are recognized as those scorers, and coming in and say, all right, so just for example, Jason Tatum comes in with the the mindset of him putting points up on the board. We've seen him playing 2K18, he had all the points. That's the kind of mindset that he's coming in with. So it kind of takes a toll, especially when you're coming at this level. You're on the big stage, and if you're not performing well by hitting those shots, it kind of gives you it kind of drains your confidence. And no matter how young you are, I feel like even at a younger age, that takes a bigger toll on you without that experience at that level. It's just going to give you a little bit, a morale, a decrease in your morale. And the thing about Lonzo Ball is, he's going to definitely take his shots, but he's putting impact on the game in many ways. And I hope he becomes a great defender as well with his length and size. I hope over the years he goes in there. But right now, he has the tools to be, an offensive monster. Especially if he improves his shooting. He's already a good shooter. Maybe he can they'll have down screens for him. Maybe he can increase his post game to take advantage of the smaller guards. He has so much to add to his game, but always he's gonna have that passing, and that's not something you really lose. And as long as he can take that to the next level, he's gonna be one of the great players in this league. Not to the extent of what LaVar Ball is saying, but I'm really behind LaVar Ball. This guy may be the future of the Lakers franchise. Hopefully, something doesn't happen with D'Angelo Russell, and they eventually trade him away because they feel like he's not the fit. But I feel like he really is. Magic Johnson, for one, who he's compared to, is praising him. He's giving him the keys to the offense. And looking at his stats, look at him right here. He's a rookie of the year, averaging 17. 8 rebounds, 9 assists, couple steals in there. He didn't shoot the well from, that's all right for a guard. 44% from the field, 37%. You got to think, man, he didn't even get he probably didn't get to find his groove, but that's fine. He's affecting the game in so much other ways. Let's see. We know we made first team all rookie. We don't even have to look at that. All right, so let's look at the conference first. First, we finished first in conference next to Houston. Stephen Curry, I guess I can already solve that. Stephen Curry is better than Lonzo Ball because he just led the Lakers. But it doesn't even look like they made a trade. he just led them to the third seed in the Western Conference. Uh, Golden State didn't miss a beat. He's 60-22. Did any other teams kind of surprises coming into this? I don't really think so. Um, all the teams that look like they should have made it. Was San Antonio up there? Yeah, San Antonio didn't even make the playoffs. That I guess Dallas took their spot by not even really a game. Philadelphia, Markel Fultz. Let's see. Let's look at Markel Fultz stats. Markel Fultz put up 21 a game in his 40 minutes a game. Still put up 5 rebounds. Still put up 7 assists. So that's what I'm saying. All these I really like these rookies that are coming in, and this just shows how well. I wonder how Ben Simmons did as well. That's another person that's similar to Lonzo Ball, and he's a pass first. He's gonna at that small forward spot, he's averaging around 7 assists, 9 rebounds. He doesn't have to score any. I hope he really evolves that into his game. Not just because he needs to put up these big numbers, but I feel like anytime that you're a scorer or just even a consistent threat, such as John Wall has been doing, he's gonna lead. It's gonna help your ability to make plays. So we're looking at this and we say, Golden State obviously didn't miss a beat. I'm just surprised that Stephen actually Curry. Let's see what Stephen Curry averaged on that team. He averaged only 25 points. Let's kind of look in depth at their scoring. So Brook Lopez came up. Jordan Clarkson stepped up. I mean, these are pretty average numbers that they're putting up, but I'm surprised that only 25 points per game helped them to the third seed in a very congested Western Conference. All right, so we're gonna move to the playoffs and see if Lonzo Ball can take them to a championship. Let's see this. Should we just do it by round? Oh, I almost played that game. Simulate game. Golden State wins. Golden State wins. I don't think we're gonna go in for the sweep. And we swept them. Let's simulate the round. Golden State let's see how Lonzo Ball performed in the playoffs. Let's see. I think the playoffs are very important, especially as you're coming into rookie. We've seen this with Pat McCaw. It just kind of shows what level that these rookies can play off at that type of big stage. This is one of the most competitive leagues, and you're going into one of the most competitive events in sports, and I think that stage is really big. Sometimes rookies don't even get a chance to play. So let me give you a shout out to Pat McCaw for taking his game to the next level, and shout out to Steve Kerr for believing him. What were we doing? We're gonna look at some of these stats. Wait, can we go to the playoffs? I don't know how to go to the playoffs. Oh, playoff statistics. There it is. So Lonzo Ball even stepped up his game, showing, and his stats are improved in the playoffs. Everybody's getting their points on the board. We see JaVale McGee with 10 and 8. So we just see that the man is not afraid, and I don't know if he's just a little bit hyped up or not hyped up, but he's a little overrated because it's not his realistic player. But what, we're gonna give our props to Lonzo Ball, and also props to Stephen Curry too. But let's see if Lonzo Ball can finish his way to. We already know we're gonna win this round, but we'll simulate it because I'm always nervous about just simulating the round. Anything can happen. Oh, like this. Can we get a win? Can we get a win? And it's game 7, and we take it on. Let's see what happened game 7. Who stepped up game 7? Klay Thompson, obviously. Lonzo Ball had a good game, almost a triple-double. Shot very efficient. Kevin Durant, does his thing. He's missing. He's not as shooting as efficient as Kevin Durant was, because Kevin Durant is arguably the best offensive player in the league right now. I'm going to say that right now. Even though LeBron is the best small forward, Kevin Durant is the best offensive guru in the league right now. Let's see. Can we get it into the finals? Oh, wait. And then Steph lost in the playoffs. I mean, we had to kind of expect that. He doesn't have a supporting cast as much as, you would need to get deep into the playoffs. Shout out to Steph Curry, though. Let's see if we can get to the finals. Looks like we're going to sweep. No, they didn't. They avoided the sweep. And we're back in the finals. LeBron James is not. Kyrie is. Kyrie is showing him that he didn't need him, even though he lost in the second round. Let's keep going. Send that current round. So Milwaukee. So Antetokounmpo must be going crazy. Let's look at some of Antetokounmpo's stats. He's averaging about 23, averaging about 10 rebounds and 6 assists, which is very good. I'm a big fan of Antetokounmpo. Hopefully he gets his offense or his shooting more. In that case too, I in that same theory that when you become a better threat offensively, even if you don't have to add those numbers to your stats, the more that you're respected offensively, you're gonna be able to make more plays for your teammates, and you're also gonna better yourself when that help doesn't rotate. You're gonna be able to finish that play, so you're gonna start gaining that respect. Basketball is all I don't. Basketball is one of the greatest sports. I just love how you know it's such a mindful game, and sometimes you don't even need that physical nature. Of course, we see the statures of NBA players, the physiques, but it's such a mental game that even if you're 6 foot to 6'3", you know, as long as you have the tools to be like the tools, the mindset, the IQ, you can work on your fundamentals. It goes a long way. And look at Steve Nash. He's not like the fastest athlete. He's not the strongest athlete, but he was able to use his ability to lead. All these mental abilities. He was a great athlete though with his balance. I take that back, but you can just see he's just one of the examples that he excelled at what he did, and he was able to translate that into not a championship, but he was able to have a successful career, and he was idolized for it. He got 2 MVPs, and I think his what he done was gratefully respected and acknowledged. I don't know. I love these pass first point. I love these all around, just all around in general. Let's see if Lonzo Ball can get a championship his first year, and it's a sweep. And Lonzo Ball took home the MVP trophy, averaging 23 points a game, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds. So nearly a triple double. So, Lonzo Ball, I want to say this. First of all, Lavar Ball, he said some ridiculous things, but, I think that's, he's obviously biased because that's his son. But Lavar Ball has made a terrific, a basketball player out of his son, and I feel like oh my god, I can't speak, but Lonzo Ball is definitely gonna have a great career. Shout out Lonzo Ball. Hopefully they got him right. I seen he was an 80 overall in 2K18. Hopefully he can improve that, and hopefully he can take my Lakers. Yes, I'm a diehard Lakers fan. He can take that Lakers fan to a next level. Stephen Curry, just to be clear, Stephen Curry is obviously better, but I'm gonna say Lonzo Ball definitely has the tools to be up there with his success. All right. Thanks for everybody that watched. I want to, say that I really can't wait for 2K18 to drop. I'm not one of those people that, get all that early access stuff, but definitely I'm going to have some content on 2K18. Always give it a like if you liked what you're seeing. Give it a comment. And all right. Talk to you guys later, man.